I'm Shannon.
And I'm Holly, and this is the Girls Gone Curious podcast, where we talk about things that make us curious. So, grab your favorite drink, sit back, and relax because your show is loading. Today's episode includes the following trigger warnings: mentioning topics of self-harm, physical, mental, and sexual abuse. This podcast is not suitable for children. Please listen with care. We do apologize if we say any of the names or places wrong in today's episode. This week's true crime category is non-murder. So, let's get into it.
Sometimes it is hard to pick just one case when you have so many that fit the category and want to talk about them all. When this happens, the case will go on our future case list that we've talked about and is currently probably 10 pages long. Today's case fits that. I actually had two in mind and had my hubby pick option A or B, and he said B. So today's case is about youth residential facilities, and more specifically, the Provo Canyon School. It took an icon to get the nightmare of the Provo Canyon School shut down after 50 years of complaints. 50 years of children being tortured after the staff sells the story of what a wonderful school this facility is and how it will change their child forever. Well, they got half of that right.
It definitely changed their child forever, but not for the better.
No. No one listened. Not a single person listened until a couple years ago, more like a few years ago, like 2020, when Paris Hilton decided to break the silence. Provo Canyon School is a youth residential facility with two campuses. It opened in 1971. The Provo campus is located at 4501 North University Avenue in Provo, Utah, 84604. This campus also appears to be large and fenced in with a privacy fence. Mountains are in the background of the pictures online. The Springville campus is located at 763 North 1650 West in Springville, Utah, 84663. This campus appears to be large, fenced in, and right across the street from the railroad tracks. Mountains and fields are the backdrops. Just if you were curious like I am, the Springville campus is the girls' campus, and the Provo was the boys' campus.
Okay. So Springfield, female, Provo male.
The campuses are about 9 miles from one another. Not that there's no relation to the story.
Info.
Yeah, just info. The website for the Provo Canyon School makes it seem like they truly want to help your family. There is a family hugging and smiling, of course, right away as soon as the website loads. Their slogan states, quote, "Compassionate Behavioral Health Center in Provo, Utah," end quote.
I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it actually makes me want to vomit. So let's dive into the years of complaints. 50 years of children and parents explaining the conditions in which they were forced to endure. Many stating improper restraints being used, neglect, and safety failures. The types of punishments the children would receive would be several restraints used, whether it be physical, like by arms, legs, a material, clothing, straps, or chemical, like injections, physical assault, mental abuse, and sexual abuse. The physical abuse would include shoving, punching, pulling hair, strangling, throwing kids against the wall, etc. Whatever you can think of as physical abuse, that's literally what they did.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah. And these are staff members doing this to children from 8 to 18.
Okay, that's what I was just about to ask, the age range.
Yeah. The mental abuse included continuous yelling and statements like they are worthless and trash. The staff would laugh and tell the kids that no matter what they said, no one would believe them, and everyone would believe the staff.
Of course.
The sexual abuse included sexual assault by staff and other students. Staff forcing girls to undergo exams that were in no way, shape, or form fucking necessary. None of these exams were done by doctors, just a bunch of sick fucks who should be locked up. And the reason why they did this was to basically break down the girl. They wanted to humiliate them or assault them. I don't know all of the details of what these sick fuckers were doing, but
that's just an excuse.
Yeah.
They did it because they wanted to do it, not because it was supposed to break down them into submission.
Yeah. So I'm going to back up a bit and tell a little about what Paris has shared. Please, 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 please go watch her documentary. It's called This is Paris. I'm not going to go into all the details. It is very good. Paris was, by all accounts, a great kid, very lively and kind. As a teenager, though, the pressure to fit herself into the box her parents and grandparents wanted her to be in was just too much, so she rebelled. I honestly think almost every kid goes through some kind of rebellion at some point as they are trying to navigate and figure out who the hell they are. You have all these people over here telling you you have to do this, you can't do this, you can't wear that, you can't eat that, you have to look this way. And then on the other side, you have, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. So you're getting it from all over, and you just
and then you have friends doing certain things that maybe you want to try, or sometimes you're peer pressured into.
Right.
So then you got all of that going on.
It's a lot.
Figuring out your emotions, what you're feeling, because honestly, when you're going through teenage phases and rebellion, you're just trying to figure out what you're fucking feeling.
Right, exactly. Her parents are worried about the path Paris is heading down. I guess she started hanging around, going out to nightclubs, that kind of thing. So her parents were worried about the path she was heading down and resort to sending her to youth outdoor wilderness programs. Now she goes to several. Paris will escape. She gets caught and she gets the shit beat out of her for running away. This happens in front of the students and other staff members. No one says anything. Paris would go home. Parents sent her to another. She would escape, and the pattern would continue.
Her parents didn't...
I don't think...
Was it hidden enough for them not to know, or...
I think it's a combination of both. Like, she would explain, like, she would tell them, I won't do it anymore, I won't do it anymore, and they would still, like, feel that it wasn't enough, so they would send her to another one. So I don't think they were listening, but they weren't hearing what she was saying. So, or they heard, but they weren't listening. So, like, yeah, she's talking. I hear her what she's saying, but I'm not actually listening to what she's saying.
Yeah, and
that's what I think was
and
going
I'm just
on.
gonna like send her to another one.
Yeah.
Also, were her parents just trying to get rid of her for a little bit?
That's the other thing that she was kind of wondering, because, and she explains it a lot more in the documentary, but basically, she feels like she was sent away so they didn't have to see her or deal with her. Not that she was a bad kid. She wasn't. She was just going through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And so they just, like, sent her away and said that she was, like, at boarding school.
More of, like, I'm going to send you away because I don't want to take care of you. Mm-hmm. And something then, like, when you become adult, then you can come home and we'll be parents. Yeah. That's what it seems like to me.
And she does have a sister, and her sister was never told that she went away to this wilderness camp. That I believe that she was told that she was going to, like, boarding school.
What the fuck?
So either her parents contact the Provo Canyon school, or the school ends up reaching out to them. I can't really remember how that worked out. But anyways, they had contact with the Provo Canyon school, and I guess the way they pick up kids is they show up in the middle of the night while your child is sleeping and literally kidnap your kid while you watch.
How is that not, like, red flag number one?
Yeah. It's like your child is literally crying, scared out of their mind that they're being kidnapped, and parents watch.
And just let it happen.
Yeah. There has to be a better way than that. There has to be. The trauma that I can't even imagine what she was going through, or what any child is going through when they come in and take the kids like that.
It reminds me of the TV, I think it was a TV show, where they would send their kids to spend, like, a day in jail.
Oh, like Scared Straight?
Yeah, something like that. But it's just, like, that's so fucked up.
Yeah. I'm not saying that for whatever reason this scared the shit out of kids to where I don't know. I don't know the statistics, but honestly, I don't give two fucking shits, because there is no reason to be treating the kids like this.
that is trauma inducing.
Yeah.
Not saying that all of them are gonna have trauma
Right.
or have a after effect of this,
Right.
but I'm sure most of them.
Right.
I can't even.
Yeah.
Okay, just continue.
It's like 20 degrees hotter in here.
Yeah.
Once at the school, all kids have to line up and take showers while the staff watches them. So it's basically like jail, but they get strip searched. They have to take a shower. They have to groped to see if they're hiding anything. Like all the fucking things.
Fucking disgusting.
Additional punishments would include sitting in a chair all day, standing at the wall all day, and being forced to take pills that they have no idea what they are. If you had to go into solitary confinement, you would have to take off your clothes and you would get no water and no food while you're in this room.
What the fuck?
Right. So some of the other children that have come forward that went to Provo Canyon School, besides
Paris.
Yeah, were Kayla Smith. Kayla was 8 years old when she went to the school. She was strip searched and groped by several staff members upon entry. She was in isolation several times and all rooms were to be locked. Now, at the time she went there, like way before that, it was actually illegal in Utah to lock the doors. Even though confinement wasn't illegal, locking the doors was. And they did. They locked her in there several times.
Fucking.
If she ever cried, the staff would hold her down and give her an injection that had a sedative in it. She is fucking 8 years old.
What the fuck?
I'm speechless because all I can think of is... I'm just a bunch of swear words up in my head right now.
Yeah. I don't think there's really enough words to describe or say how messed up this is.
Yeah. AC is the initials of a 13-year-old boy who attended that school. He suffered intracranial bleeding and a fractured jaw when his head was slammed into the floor by another student. The staff just watched and did nothing. AC lost consciousness and did not receive medical attention when he should have. Police were not contacted immediately either. So I don't know how he's doing now. It doesn't give updates. I wish it would. I wish his parents would come forward or the individuals would come forward and say how they're doing now.
Even if you're anonymous.
Yeah. I wish we could know because damn.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
He had a head bleeding.
Yeah. Very
something that's very serious.
Yeah.
And
serious head injury. Thank you. I was like, words are not working right now.
And he lost conscious, so I'm concussion. That can cause a bunch of side effects.
And untreated can lead to all kinds of things. BH also attended Provo Canyon School and was suffering from a serious illness. She was vomiting for several days. The staff didn't believe it was an emergency. No ER visit was needed, they said. No need to see a doctor or call an ambulance. They did offer her one single ibuprofen, though, that she could take daily. She's literally vomiting continuously for days. And they just give her an ibuprofen.
That's not going to stay down.
No.
And that's not going to help. One single little ibuprofen.
No. It literally helps with pain and fever. It doesn't help with vomiting.
Yeah. Well, is she vomiting from things that they've been giving her?
I'm thinking it's because, I know what it's from, but it's not from necessarily what they've been giving her. It could have been because she was injected, so it could have been that, but she actually has a kidney injury, so I'm assuming that she was beat up by one of the staff members.
What the fuck is wrong with... Oh my god.
Once BH was released or picked up, she was seen by her pediatrician. Her doctor stated that due to everything that has happened from the kidney injury to not receiving proper medical care of any kind, BH was in kidney failure and will have to have lifelong treatment and care. BH has to travel 4 hours 3 times a week for dialysis.
What the fuck? And even after this, nothing was done.
Right.
I'm not harking on the parents, but did the parents seek legal action?
There is some. I'm assuming she was one of the ones that got part of the settlement. There's there was one settlement, and then there's more lawsuits that have come because of this. So I'm assuming she's one of those. I hope she does get.
Yeah, I hope
all of her medical
yeah.
is paid for, and I hope she does get the money that. I hope she gets all the money. I hope they all get all the money. A 14-year-old girl was sent to Provo Canyon. She had intellectual and developmental disabilities. She would spend 3 months here. During those 3 months, she spent many days being restrained for 30 minutes at a time. She was beaten up several times, punched in the face numerous times, and injected at least 17 different times with sedatives.
What the fuck? That's gonna be my
yeah. I mean, really, you can't really. That sums it up. What the fuck?
Yeah, and that's just grazing, not even grazing.
This is just
all of the treatments. It's only
a fraction of what they went through.
And how many people were involved if they were going on for 50 years.
Yeah. Additional forms of punishment mentioned in other testimonies was getting into trouble for not getting out of bed, even when you are sick. If you asked for your inhaler, you would get punished. So, I can't breathe. The staff is like, I don't give a fuck. You're going to stay there for 30 minutes.
What
restrained. The fuck? Yeah. In over 50 years of complaints, several lawsuits have come about, as they should. Threats have been made to pull their operational license. So threats were made several times, but nothing actually came about.
Nothing actually happened.
Until 1980.
What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm saying that way too much, but I don't know what else to say.
Right. When Provo Canyon opened, the original owners were noted as Jack Williams and Robert Christ.
They can go fuck themselves.
Absolutely. From there, it would switch hands to Universal Health Services. What does the company have to say about any of those allegations, threats, and lawsuits? Well, the Universal Health Services, the owner company of the schools, brushed off any and all of the accusations, stating that they didn't own the school when most of the allegations were mentioned. So, what about when you did own it? And all of the accusations that occurred during that time, fuckface? Like,
yeah.
You literally are, that's not on me. That's not what, I didn't own it then. What about everything during the time period you owned it?
Yeah.
From there, the next owners would be the Charter Behavioral Health Systems. These individuals stated they were not responsible for any wrongdoing, just like the previous owners stated.
But the shit continues.
Right.
So obviously you're not doing anything to help it.
Exactly. They don't give a shit. Because it's literally, I kind of go into the money later, but it's billions of dollars every year that these facilities get. Yeah.
And I'm sure some of it they use for hush money.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Adam McLean, the CEO of the company, stated that they will not be addressing any allegations.
Shocker.
Yeah. As you can imagine, there were some lawsuits brought against the Provo Canyon School under each ownership, and it appears there will be more. So in 1980, the juvenile system in Alaska and Nevada filed a lawsuit against the original owners of the Provo Canyon School due to the conditions that students were subjected to. The school won.
How the fuck did the school win?
Yeah, I don't know how the school won. I'm still baffled. The judge did, however, ban the school from using polygraph tests on the children, opening their mail, reading their mail, isolation unless the child is violent, and prohibits all physical force unless it is necessary for safety reasons only.
So they're going to use all of the physical things. Mm-hmm. They're just going to say, oh, it was necessary.
Mm-hmm. So it literally doesn't help the kids at all.
No, it's not going to stop it at all. No. It
literally gives them a reason. Well, I punched him because he was moving and he was coming at me. So I punched him. I used the chair to restrain him because he was coming at me. So I restrained him for his own safety. Bull fucking shit.
Yeah. I locked them in the room because they were going to hurt me and I felt in danger. Yeah. So they had to go in the room. bullshit.
It's really fucking hot here. I'm so
Yeah.
fucking irritated.
Oh, man.
The American Civil Liberties Union and the Juvenile Justice Advocacy Project have helped some students in the fight against the treatment in these facilities. In some cases that have been settled, the survivors have gotten around 40 million. This is total, I believe, not the amount for each survivor. Paris Hilton became an advocate for stopping the abuse that happens in the troubled teen industry in 2020. She would join the cause, Breaking Code Silence. It would become an official nonprofit organization on March 22, 2021. The purpose of this organization was to prevent institutional child abuse and empowering survivors through legislation, advocacy, research, and awareness. I want to say the campaign for Breaking Code Silence is it's a bunch of survivors, and they have like a poster board, and it has what they experienced at Provo, and they have red tape, duct tape, some sort of tape over their mouth. And I have to tell you, it's very, to me, it was very powerful. Paris did not stop there. She continued to use her platform to spread the word and bring awareness to the atrocities that all of these students endured, including herself. She made it clear it was unacceptable and took her voice to lawmakers. Reform bills had to be made. Honestly, after following this, reading this, researching, it's very repulsive that this wasn't a law already. I don't understand. Like, I truly do not understand. Paris and so many other survivors did it, though. Their voices mattered. Their voices were heard. The bill, SICA, or Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act, was enacted in December of 2024.
2024.
Yeah. 2024. And abuse allegations went all the way back to when it opened in 1971. The key takeaways from this act include federal oversight of all residential treatment facilities to close any loophole that has allowed the abuse to continue, i.e., you can use restraint if it's a safety reason. So we're just going to close that loophole, and you can't fucking do that.
Yeah, what should have happened
in the first place, yeah. A national public dashboard to track incidents like restraints, seclusion, and other restrictive practices. State requirements to investigate complaints within 2 days and act immediately on findings. End of licensing exemptions for facilities in over 21 states. So a lot of the states that had, or a lot of the schools that had facilities, whatever, that had these licenses, they had exemptions that would like, oh, you had like 75 kids that got injured. Oh, pat on the back. It's fine. You can still continue. We'll just
brush it under.
Yeah, it's fine. There will be investments made for community-based alternatives to the typical residential treatment, including mental health and substance use support in the community. And research done on use of restraints, seclusion, and other interventions with the focus on no harm to youth.
There should have been no harm in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they had to put this in a law.
Just mind-blowing to me. This law was passed with 373 yeses and 33 noes. Let me know who the hell voted no. What the fuck you mean no? What the fuck do you mean no? Like, seriously, like...
What is wrong with anything that was said?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's the money. So it makes me... I want to know who said no.
Yeah.
I want to know who said no. After the law passed, the centers in Utah were given a deadline. And to no one's surprise, they didn't comply. I mean, why would they?
Shocker.
They've been getting away with it for so long. Why would they comply now? So from March to July, there were 15 non-compliance issues. And this is a big quote, but, quote, reasons for the citations, according to the letter, include failing to protect the client from potential harm or acts of violence, not following behavior management policies and safe practices, not protecting a client from any action that may compromise the health and safety of the client through acts of omission, not ensuring clients have the right to be free from abuse and mistreatment, using cruel and unnecessary practices on a child that included inducing pain compliance, using a cruel, unusual, and unnecessary practice on a child by using discipline or punishment that was intended to frighten or humiliate, depriving clients of water, rest, and the opportunity for toileting, not ensuring that each client has the right to be free from retaliation for reporting any violation of their rights, end quote. So basically, if a child was to injure themselves, like self-harm, they would get punished. If a child cried, they would get punished. If a child didn't eat, they would get punished. If a child literally blinked, they would get in trouble.
If a child was standing there, or sitting, in trouble.
Yeah.
They got in trouble when the pieces of shit felt like beating on someone.
Yeah.
Or assaulting.
It. That's exactly it. Because of the new law and the violations that were committed, half of the programs in Utah were closed within a year.
God damn.
Statements include, quote, failing to protect the client from potential harm or acts of violence, not following behavior management policies and safe practices, and not protecting children from any action that may compromise safety, end quote. So these were just quotes that I found in like several newspapers. Some were from attorneys, they were just like, and it was said multiple times by many different people. So it's not, it was bad. It is bad. Other quotes included, medications were strongly encouraged to use as a way to handle the students, and the institutions were just taxpayer-funded child abuse, end quote, which is literally what it was.
Yeah.
Taxpayers were literally paying for children to go and get abused in every sense of the word.
Mm-hmm.
So because of all of this happening, because of Paris Hilton, because of the breaking code silence, because of all of the action and the voices of all of the survivors, services were ordered to halt as of August 15th, 2026. And that is for Provo Canyon School, both campuses.
That hasn't even happened yet.
Right. So it has to stop by then. They're literally going to be shut down.
That is...
This week.
I mean, this episode. Well, okay, so by the time this episode comes out, it'll be already in effect.
Right.
But when we're recording it, it's not even the 15th yet.
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, everything should stop immediately.
Yeah. So they gave them, like, a chance to kind of...
Like, correct
themselves and, like...
Become an actual good place.
Right. Like, actually what they're meant to do.
Yeah.
And... They were like, fuck that.
Fuck that. Why the fuck would we do that?
Right.
We've been getting away with this for like 50 years, so why the fuck would we even try to...
Exactly. Why? So that was pretty much the end of that case, but I do have some mentionings, and there's a lot of them.
It's fine.
So the Provo Canyon sister schools, I believe these ones are going to be forced to shut down as well. The names of those schools are Worldwide Association of Specialty Programs, the Discovery Academy, the Logan River Academy, and the Silverado Academy. Do not send your children here if they are open still.
Do you know if these are all in Utah or are they kind of spread out?
I did not check that. Silverado is in Utah.
Logan River is in Utah.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're all in Utah.
Yeah, I think they are.
Look up the last. Discovery Academy is in Ohio.
Yeah, don't send your kids there.
Discovery Academy says it's still open. But this says it's an elementary school.
Yeah, I'm checking Sister School of Provo. Okay, so it's the Discovery Academy in Utah. So don't go to that one.
Okay. So I looked up Discovery Academy and it put me one in Ohio.
Yeah.
That one's fine, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Don't go to the one in Utah.
Don't go to any school in Utah.
Apparently. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so apparently all of the sister schools are in Utah.
Okay.
The second one is there were over 6,000 unregulated congregate care facilities before the SICA law was put into action. 6,000 unregulated facilities where over 200,000 children would go through pretty much every couple of years or whatever. All of those children
Abused.
had to have been maybe
mistreated.
Yeah, maybe not all abused, but for sure.
I gotta say, over half.
Absolutely. I would imagine. I don't. The facilities received over $23 billion in public funding, and 200,000 youth are placed in these facilities yearly. Before this law, there was zero federal legislation overseeing the troubled teen industry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The third one is the Accountability for Congregate Care Act was put in place and will create a Bill of Rights for all youth in congregate care. This would also include the closure of facilities that are unable to meet the standards, i.e. the Provo Canyon schools are closed. Will be closed. Number 4, I'm going to please watch the documentary. It's called This is Paris. Paris talks about her story as well as other girls that were there at the time. Victoria, Kat, and Katie's are just some of the women that are in the documentary that talk about their story, why they were there. And number 5, there is a Lifetime movie that is based on the horrible treatment that children receive in these facilities. It is not like a documentary, but it does.
It's like a dramatized.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. It is called Cruel Instruction. And like I mentioned earlier, number 6, as I mentioned earlier, as of August 6th, 2026, the Provo Canyon School in Springville campus was closed.
So the female.
Yes. And as of August 16th, 2026, the Provo Canyon School Provo campus should be closed, which is the boys' campus. Of course, the owners are trying to appeal these actions. No word on that yet.
So the services have to halt on August 15th, but then the thing is closed August 16th.
Closed on the 16th, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's like you have that much time to get your children to another facility or home or to another facility or how,
something. Yeah.
And then it's supposed to be closed on the 16th.
First of all, I would never be sending my kid to one of these places.
Yeah.
Probably not. I would more seek therapy or something else. I say that I don't.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know because I don't have kids. But if I was a parent of one of these kids and it came out all this shit was happening, there would be no way I would be sending my kid to another one.
No. I tell you what, I'd be smiling in my mugshot. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't understand. I truly don't understand. And I will say, I do want to say this. Like I said, I don't want to go through the whole documentary because it's not my story. It's Paris' story. But she does show everything to her mom. And her mom breaks down because she truly had no idea what her daughter was going through. She had no idea. Paris never talked about it because she was basically they're not going to hear me anyways. So
I'm assuming Paris said, I'm changed. I'm not going to do what I did before, when she would come home.
Yeah.
But then her parents wouldn't listen and would send her to another one.
That's what I'm thinking happened, yeah.
So, if her mom truly didn't know what was happening or almost knew but didn't acknowledge it, didn't fully oh, this is actually happening.
Right.
More oh, this could never happen.
Right. And I think that might have been it. And I just don't know,
it's so hard.
All the pressures of everything going on. I don't know. But
yeah, I
don't know.
Because was there never, parent visits or anything like that?
No.
No phone calls? Nothing?
Nope.
I couldn't do that.
They could do mail. I believe they could do mail, but they couldn't have
It was
calls.
probably, the mail that they would send out was obviously probably checked.
Very coached on what to say. Or I'm assuming if there was a phone call, it was like you monitored. Had your person, like a staff member right there, like, I'm going to beat your fucking ass if you say one motherfucking thing. Or, like I said earlier, go ahead and try and tell. They're not going to believe you. You're in here. I'm in here. But I'm staff. I'm not in here for what you did. Like that type of thing. Or whatever the hell they said. But that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't send my kid to a place where I couldn't, like, visit them and talk to them.
Yeah.
Because that's not right. You should be in your kid's life, even if they don't necessarily want you in their life or they're going through stuff. Mm-hmm. But, like, I'd want to check up on my kid.
Right. Absolutely.
To make sure no shit is happening.
Absolutely.
So the female school had men there as staff.
Yep.
Why wasn't it all female?
I don't know that. And there was females and males at the boys' school also.
Yeah, so
there was no protocol for anything, and they had no background checks.
Yeah.
Or if there was background checks, they
brushed
took
off.
They took way too long. And it kind of reminds me of that case with Janie Landers from Oregon, I believe, where if they would have done background check at that time, they would have saw that the person was a pedophile.
Yeah. Or if Oregon had a registry at that time.
Right. He would have had to register.
Yeah.
So who knows? There was probably all walks of, there was probably all different types.
Yeah.
I was going to say criminals, but it's true. They were all criminals. You can't just.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it did say that the background checks were non-existent, or if there was a background check, it was just like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of like brushed off.
Yeah.
We never actually got it, and they did get it, but just like threw it away.
Right.
Never filed it.
Mm-hmm. Or they filed it and just didn't give a shit.
Or they didn't have files at all.
Right.
Because the way it fucking sounds.
Mm-hmm. Now, on one of the schools, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Provo Canyon school campus. You can actually go inside, like on Google Maps, you can go inside the facility and like click to get through some of the rooms. I was trying to get through the whole thing, and you can't get through the whole thing. It's literally just like the main room and like looks like intake. There's a room that has like a very worn out leather couch with a TV and a console, some crap art on the walls, and then like a little hallway. I tried to go to all the rooms and it wouldn't, of course, but
yeah,
it was interesting that you can actually go into the building.
Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if there is deaths that happened at that.
Yeah. So there is one that they that was mentioned, but I couldn't find enough information on it to
kind of put it in.
Yeah, like that it was factual. Like I'm sure it happened.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find enough information it was like a suggestion, not like this happened, so I didn't put it in there, but I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
I'm sure it did.
I'm sure there's probably kids that were put in there by parents who really didn't give a fuck about their kid.
Oh, right.
And didn't care that the kid was in there, and if he or she passed away, probably didn't really care.
Yeah. I would not be surprised. Yeah.
Not saying that there is, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't really have any questions or thoughts because I was kind of talking through the whole thing. I think it was like I'm too infuriated and annoyed to even think about writing this down to talk about it later. Yeah. And then it was just like one thing after another. So it's like I wanted to talk about it while we were in the moment talking about that specific thing.
No, I totally understand.
Because the next thing created a whole new thought process.
Yeah. And for sure. Like writing everything down and then typing it, like as you were like, oh, someone's aggressively typing over there.
Yeah.
I was getting irritated, like angry all over again because it was like, what the fuck is going through their heads to think that this is okay?
Yeah,
I don't understand. I truly don't understand.
If you had any part in this, you're a shitty person.
Absolutely.
Because what the fuck? What makes someone think that this is okay?
Right.
Well, I mean, we're here doing this podcast.
True.
There's plenty out there.
Mm-hmm. What is that? We have that saying on the wall.
You don't get to hurt babies and have a good life.
Yeah. So, fuck all of you who treated those babies the way you did. And I hope you got everything that came to you.
Yeah. Was anyone arrested for this?
Not that I know of.
No one was arrested
Not
for
that I
this.
know, no. Mm-mm.
So no one really had to pay any cost.
Nope. It was all the schools. Like, the school had to pay money. But no, like...
But, like, as a school...
You would think they would have a fall person. Or,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
or
Just
like someone has to be the top owner. You would think that someone would be arrested or charged or something. I don't fucking know.
I would hope so, but...
Instead, here, let me use the money that we got from all of these kids' parents that we abused and pay that.
Okay. So...
Someone did get arrested?
Someone did get arrested. So, the Provo Canyon School, so the main campus, there was an employee named, I am gonna say it wrong, Mulimaga Tulioma, 28, pleaded guilty to intentional or knowing child abuse with an injury, which is a Class A misdemeanor, after punching a student in the face, at the Springville campus. Surveillance video surfaced in 2024 showing this incident.
But nothing else showed in those surveillance footage?
That she was trying to stop the student from leaving after she slapped him. He struck her in the face with a closed fist.
That's not striking, that's punching.
Yeah.
But if they had security cameras, why weren't they used before? They had to have a shit ton of evidence on the security cameras. Yeah. Unless they make sure they do everything not near the security cameras. I don't
That's
fucking
probably
know.
what's, yeah. And get this, so the
twat waffle?
Yeah. Tuloma was sentenced to 1 year in jail, but the sentence was suspended for 2 months probation and ordered to complete an anger management course.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's all I have on that, because I'm just getting fucking irritated.
Yeah. With that case coming to a wrap, there are individuals who are ready and willing to help. Please call if you are in an urgent situation or you know someone who is in an urgent situation and need help. Please call 911, and we will definitely mention other numbers you can call if you are not comfortable calling 911. If you are LGBTQIA+ and need support, call the Trevor Project hotline at 1-866-488-7386. If you are having self-murdering thoughts, please call toll-free 1-800-273-8255 or text HOME to 741-741. If you are a child being abused or know of a child being abused, please call toll-free at 1-800-422-4453. And these numbers we got from the Breaking Code Silence website.
Seriously, if you need help, call them. Someone is there for you. Our hearts go out to all the victims and survivors in today's case. With that is all we have for today. If you have any questions, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Girls Gone Curious Podcast. Until next time.